Bombaru. Hold on, why isn't... Oh, there it goes. I was confused why the game wasn't on screen. Alrighty. Let's do this thing. We haven't progressed the plot in a while, so let's take care of that. Hello, welcome to the chat. Waka! Still not used to your Japanese voice, you sound weird. Can't do anything over here, apparently. 5 seconds in the past. Are you a time traveler?
なんすか?
見せたいものがある。
でも、アーロンさん。
すぐに済む。
Suppose now we can go this way. Excuse me. But just so anyone and everyone knows, nothing super terrible happened to me. No one needs to worry about anything. I'm not dying or anything.
人の思いを封じ、とどめる力がある。なんだ?
Some things happened over at my parents' house. I don't want to go into a ton of details, but everyone neither of my parents are dead. Nothing like that. But I know that I've told people, you know, that I have a bit of a strange relationship with my parents, and that is true. Does no one have scan? My relationship with my parents has gotten better since I moved out because, I don't know, just my parents have kind of chilled out over the years since I don't live with them anymore. So things are better between us now. But okay, let's not have you do that. Oh, is that what that says up there? That I can't scan it? Okay. Let's see what this does. But,
弱点以外の魔法は吸収されてしまうわ。
Yeah, well, let's see if that solves his problem. Amazing how much changes when you're not under the same roof. It really is. But, my mom has a bit of a... She has a bit of that, what's it called? Empty nest syndrome going on, where, like, she's really not used to not having people at the house to take care of. So, since me and my siblings aren't there anymore... Hey Titus, you know what? Let's just get you out of there, because we're gonna need someone to heal anyway. But since me and my siblings aren't there anymore, she kind of surrounds herself with animals to take care of, and one of them passed away yesterday, apparently. Kind of unexpected too, because he was like, he had been sick the last couple of days, but he's also a lot younger than most of the other animals, so it was kind of a surprise to my mom. So she was very upset. But I don't think my dad has too been out of shape. He's honestly kind of stressed by the number of animals that they have in their house, if anything. But, she was pretty upset, so. But I know that in the long run, she'll be fine. It's just, it'll take her some time to get used to him not being there. And I can relate as a homosexual who likes cats. I can relate. I know I'm gonna be really bummed out when my pets pass away, so. Ouchies. That being said, I still don't have any idea what was going on with the pain in my stomach that I woke up to. That is still a mystery, but I'm assuming I probably just had, like, I probably just ate something that didn't agree with me or something. And I'm better in that regard, so... Ouch. Yeah, just use regular cure. You don't need to waste all that MP. That's the last thing he used. Water, I think. I think it was water. Okay, yes, I was correct. Blizzard. Okay, so I'm hitting him with fire now. I do think it's funny that the enemy is just straight up made of water, but his element keeps changing, even though he never stops just being water. Okay, use blizzard, so... Apparently I'm just gonna sneeze myself to death tonight. Sorry about that, guys. That's right. You're dead now. Welcome! I hope you're having a good day.
ずいぶん古いな。こりゃ中身消えてっかもな。
10年前ジェクトが残したスピアだ。見てみろ。
おう
It's okay, we're 6 feet apart anyway. You are right. We're all social distancing here.
お前何を撮ってるんだ。
よくわからねえが長い旅になるんだろ。珍しいものもたくさん見れそうだ。となりゃ全部スピアに記録しといて。
Final Fantasy tabletop RPG? Dude, that sounds fucking dope.
この旅は遊
I
びで
don't
はないん
usually
だぞ。
do tabletop RPGs just because, like, having to do all the math manually is super slow. Like, I thought I would love Dungeons and Dragons since I'm a big Final Fantasy nerd, but, like, doing all the math by hand that made me, like, really bored. But I have a feeling having it be a Final Fantasy tabletop RPG would probably make me way more interested in it.
シンを倒した英雄として派手に凱旋パレードや。
そろそろ行こう。夜が明けてしまう。アーロン、もう少し寄ってくれ。よし、それでいい。
I mean, when you play online like this, you just press a button and it automates all the rolls and addition and subtraction. See, I thought about that too. I have a feeling that like playing tabletop RPGs online with like all the automated stuff would probably be way more my speed, since it's at that point basically a video game anyway.
こんなことをしていては時間がいくらあっても足りません。
なーに焦ってんだか。
この旅がどういうものだか教えてやろう。
アーロン。なんだよ。何楽しそうにしてんだよ。
続きあるみたいだよ。
よ、おめえがこれを見てるってことは、俺と同じようにスピラに来ちまったわけだな。帰る方法がわからなくてピーピー泣いてるんじゃねえか。まあ泣きたい気持ちもわかる。俺も人のこと言えねえよ。だがよ、いつまでもうじうじ泣いてんじゃねえぞ。なんたっておめえは俺の息子なんだからな。ああ、なんだそのダメだ、まとまらしねえよ。
Thank you. Especially in older video game music, I tend to vibe with video game music really hard.
そんだけだ。
So FF10 is an isekai. It's an isekai where it's not a person from the real world getting transported to a fantasy world. It's a person from one fantasy world getting transported to a different fantasy world, and then it gets complicated and turns out that he was never actually transferred to the fantasy world, and shit's weird.
覚悟。
I love Final Fantasy X. Its story doesn't make any fucking sense.
家に帰ることを口にしている。
Except that it makes perfect sense. It's just all really kind of dumb.
帰ってからお前に見せるためだ。しかし旅を続けスピラを知りブラスカの覚悟を知り、そう
It's like time travel, and also he was dead the whole time, but also not time travel, and he wasn't dead the whole time. Because Sixth Sense literally came out while they were developing the game, and they realized, oh shit, people are gonna think we ripped off the Sixth Sense, so we have to change the plot now.
わかった。親父はザナルカンドに帰る方法が見つからないから 覚悟した。本当は帰りたかったけど。
Like apparently, literally the original plan was for just the ending to be exactly like the Sixth Sense, where Tidus
もし帰る方法を見つけたとしても
died in Xanarkand when Xanarkand was destroyed, and he's just been an unsent the whole time.
さて
But then the Sixth Sense came out while they were like finishing up the game, and they were like, "Oh shit,
覚悟に変わったような気がした。
okay, we gotta make some bullshit up to make this not a ripoff of the Sixth Sense, because people are gonna think we ripped it off, even though we were making this game before the movie came out."
ジェクトはお前を愛していた。
な気持ち悪いこと言うなよ。
Yeah, now he's a dream person, and that definitely makes sense and isn't weird at all.
いいって。
これだけは伝えたかった。
そりゃどうも。ありがとう。
Can't remember, is there like any treasure chests or anything over here? I don't think there are. Damn, this environment's pretty though. To be fair, pretty in line with Final Fantasy X. Yeah, it is. You're talking with a Kingdom Hearts fan. God, don't even get me started. If I ever do a Let's Play of the Kingdom Hearts franchise, that is a franchise I'll have to play in English just so I can rant about all the things I hate about the plot. Hello, Anthony. How are you doing? I should probably save before I make any progress. I can... As someone who's been playing Final Fantasy my whole life, I can swallow a lot of bullshit myself. Like, a lot of dumb anime bullshit is totally fine by me. But starting with Kingdom Hearts 2 and onward, the Kingdom Hearts brand of bullshit specifically is something I just cannot abide. I can't stand it. And it makes me angry because I really loved Kingdom Hearts 1 and I really loved Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memory. And when I eventually got around to playing 358 over 2 days, I did like that one too. But Kingdom Hearts 2 pissed me the fuck off, and then Birth by Sleep continued pissing me off, and I was not one of the people who was looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3. I'll just say that, because by that point I did not care anymore. You think this is anime bullshit? You should see SMT Nocturne on hard. Oh, I've started playing SMT Nocturne. I've never beaten it before, but I want to, because that's anime bullshit that I vibe with. Like that edgy, like dumb, dark edgelord bullshit. I love that.
よくわかるな。
ああ、チョコボの気持ちがなんとなく伝わってくるんだよね。もしかしたら俺
You're there for the See, I agree there. The particle effects and shit in Kingdom Hearts are top notch. Oh shit. I don't know what I can read Chocobo and Chocobo. I don't know what the second words in either of these things say. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh damn. I know the second kanji in this is the kanji for sound, but that does not... Ochino... Oh, is this where he's asking what we think his job should be? Because I think that says job down there. Because doesn't he do that? Doesn't he ask us, like, what he should do in the future? Because he realizes that, like, he kind of realizes that, like, being a knight isn't actually a compatible job for him. I think that's what's happening here. I don't know which one says which. Let's go with that one.
そうか、俺もそんな気がしてたけど、こりゃちょっと真面目に考えてみるかな。
I think I picked the right one. I hope I picked the right one. Can I get past you to get to that trash can? No. I can't. And Yoko Shimomura. God, same. That woman's music kicks my ass. I fucking love her. Her and Hikaru Utada, both of them carrying Kingdom Hearts on their shoulders.
何が起こるかわからん。
準備は怠りなくだろ。
やっぱよ、こんな暗い気分になる結婚って変だよな。
今さらやめろよ。
へっ、俺はガキの頃から優柔不断でよ。
あ、開き直ってるし。
ヒッヒーンってなもんだ。
ユーナ、思い詰めてるわね。
Bad Mode. Which one's... Was that one of the new Utada songs?
出発しようよ。
I listened to the new song she came out with, but I couldn't remember what they were named. But they were really good.
ニコニコ旅すんだろ。
そうだね。頑張るよ。
寺院はすぐそこだ。なぜここで止まる？
Really should check and do Utada's new album. Yeah. I haven't listened to the whole thing. I've only listened to the songs that she put on YouTube. I don't think she's put the whole album on her YouTube channel yet. But anytime I see that she uploads a new one to her, One Last Kiss is so fucking good. And the two songs she did for Kingdom Hearts 3, I may not give a shit about Kingdom Hearts 3, but both of those songs are fantastic. Let's see. Fraternity is what he had. I don't know, it's looking like Fraternity might still be the best option for him. Even if it does have water element on it. I'll just have to make sure to switch it out anytime we fight a water monster. I think she's got better stuff. I agree. But I really like Don't Think Twice. Though I'll admit, there's certain parts of Don't Think Twice that I like the English version better, and there's certain parts of Don't Think Twice that I like the Japanese version better. But it's a good song regardless. Face My Fears, I like the English version of Face My Fears better than the Japanese one. I wish I could actually... Well, can't... When I bring up the equipment screen, I can't pause it, can I? What happens if I try clicking off of it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Ugh. Makes it so difficult to play this game. I hope 10-2 doesn't do the same thing. I guess I'm just gonna have to accept that I can't read kanji in this one. Alright, let's progress the plot, I guess.
ユーナ様、 お迎えに参上いたしました。こんなに早くにお返事をいただけるとは全くもって予想外の出来事。何も告げずに留守にしたこと、シーモア様に何か悪い。
それはいいんです。
I'll have to.
一つ聞き
I
たい
don't think I know that one.
何
I'll have to check it out.
私結婚しても旅を続けたいんです。シーモア老師は許してくださるでしょうか。
それはもうシーモア様もそのつもりでいらっしゃいます。
行ってきます。
Don't marry him, Yuna.
さ
That's
て
a bad idea.
グアドのしきたりがありましてな。皆様はもう少しだけここでお待ちください。ほどなく迎えをよこしますゆえ。
ガードはいつでも召喚士の味方だ。好きなようにやってみろ。
はい。
悪かったな。お前のセリフだった。
ユーナ、
了解っす。
Make you transcend.
アルベド族だ。
I've definitely heard some songs that have that effect on me, so I know how that is.
かたじけない。ユーナ様。
でーっかギャヤヌハナユダは店が。
We're gonna blow you up with a fucking cannon.
魔法庫召喚獣庫空気をレセタウゲ通訳
魔法と召喚獣を封印しちゃうって。
たしやね
A little bit excessive, but okay. How does this battle go again? I know this is another one of the gimmick ones, but I can't remember how it goes. First, I should probably change his weapon, because it takes half damage from water, and he has a water weapon. Water, water, fire. I don't know what that says. I don't know what that says either. You know what? Let's just go with that one. She can't use magic. I think it's we have to kill that little robot thing up in the sky before she can use magic. I have a feeling she can't reach it right now. So let's get Yuna in here so that she can... Oh, she can't. I forgot. Because that's magic too. Okay, Orin. Beat up the robot. I don't think it's that weird of a choice. Big fuck you cannon does describe the enemy pretty well. And Waka. Kill that thing, please. Ooh, do we use the new overdrive? I'll probably fuck it up. Yeah. I need to memorize key placements. God, I wish the controller was working for this game. Oh, you take half damage from ice too. Okay, I should change Wakka's weapon as well. Ice, ice. You don't have an element, you don't have an element. You're water. You're thunder, so go with that one. There, yeah, you did more damage this time. Waka Waka's a thing to play forever, just to be together, just to be... Yeah. And that song was a thing around the same time this game came out, too. I remember making that association with him all the fucking time. I don't think Titus can hit that. I'm pretty sure only Waka can hit that since it's in the air. Yeah! I think that means we can use magic now. Yeah, he just said something about magic. I'm pretty sure that means. So Lulu, get your butt in here. It's time to use some magic. I think it's thunder that it's weak to. I think? Yes, probably. I had to, it was stuck in my head. Oh no, I don't blame you. Whenever I think of that song, it gets stuck in my head. It's a good song. Stop doing that. We need her to be alive. Thank God I know what magic is in Japanese. Thank you, Madoka Magica. Yeah, same. Thank goodness for the Maho Shoujo genre, or else I wouldn't know what magic is in Japanese. Let's see. Ah, that good PS2 graphics. Oh. Praise. It's time for you to start picking up the pieces, Yuna, before we die. Oh, thank God. Our High School Host Club. Making puns about Japanese media that all came out around the same time that this was out fills me with a certain joy. It's very nostalgic, as they say, or natsukashi if we were Japanese. I remember one time I actually forgot what the English word for nostalgic is. My computer's been acting up, so your fighting technology feels cathartic. Yeah, I know how that is. My computer was acting up for a while there. It was very annoying. Thankfully, no longer an issue. You know what? Why don't we get Yuna in here? Have her overdrive summon Ixion. Welcome, Gamer Doji. And hopefully this will do a pretty decent amount of damage. Yeah! 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 We did it!
Yuna sama.
I love Lightning Unicorn.
たけし耳打てる穴は
まさきユーナをガードしハッサーなユーナまガミギョウツインハベヤコウアナギャミギョウツ
よはすごきなめね穴は
ガートになったって言っちゃった仕方ないよね
なんでアルベド族の言葉知ってんだなあ
私アルベド族だからあれ私の兄貴
知ってたのかなんで黙ってた
あんた怒るでしょ。
最悪だぜ反エボンのアルベド族と一緒だなんてよ
私たちはエボンに反対なんかしてないよ
お前ら禁じられた機械を平気で使ってんじゃねえか分かってんのかシンが生まれたのは人間が機械に甘えたせいだろうがよ
Recusant
証
Sigil?
拠見せてよ
エボンの教えだ曲もたくさんある
This is where Waka found out Tara Strong is all that. Well, she's not voiced by Tara Strong right
もっ
now.
と自分の頭で考えなよ
じゃあ教えてく
I
れ
will say I do love Tara Strong as Riku. I thought she was really, really good.
それはわからないよ
エボンの教えをバカにして結局それかよ
でも教えだからって何にも考えなかったらこのままだよ
I still need to look up who does her voice in the Japanese version though, because I really like this
変わん
voice
なく
too.
てもいいんだよ
シンが復活し続けてもいいのもしかしたらそれ止められるかもしれないんだよ
俺たちが罪を償い切ればシンは復活しない
どうやって償うのさ
教えに従って暮らしていればいつかは償えるんだよ
なんか話にならないね
リュック
え
これは動くのか
Oh, the X. thing from Kingdom Hearts. Okay.
アロンさんもアルベドじゃないだろうな。
変だよワッカ。
Remember what I was saying about how the bullshit from Kingdom Hearts 2 onward loses me?
急に怒るなんてさ。ここまで仲良く
That's one of those things.
そりゃお前。
俺スピラのことはよく知らないけど、アルベド族がどんな人たちなのか全然知らないけど、リュックはいい子だと思う。
Sorry, Kingdom Hearts broke me. To be fair, it broke me too. As much as I shit on it,
アルベド
if I'm ever in a GameStop or any other like
そう考えてみない？
game store or anything and I see merchandise of like Sora, Donald, and Goofy or any of like the classic Disney characters wearing their stupid Kingdom Hearts outfits, I will buy it every fucking time. I cannot be stopped. It will happen every time because I love them. They're fantastic designs. I hate the franchise, but I love those character designs.
ひまりには負けられないっす。
ワッカのこと嫌わないであげてね。
大丈夫だって。
ありがとう。
ルールーはリュックのことどう思う？
私？そうね。見ていて飽きないかな。
そんだけ？
悪い子じゃないわ。それはわかる。
だろ？ワッカもさ、それは分かってると思うんだよな。
It's really not. She should be sitting a different way. She probably should change her outfit to something that allows her to actually straddle it.
そんなに厳しいのか？
教えのせいだけじゃないわ。
え？
あいつがアルベドを嫌うのはチャップのことがあったから。
ああ、機械の武器使ってたんだっけ？で、やられたんだよな。みんなシンのせいか。クソ親父。
何？
ああ、こっちの話。あのさ、シンって誰かが変身するものなのか？
そんな話聞いたことないけど、どうして？
なんとなく。
真は罰であると同時に私たちの罪が形になったもの。
結局わかんないってことか。
考える必要あんまりないから。逃げるか戦うか選ぶだけで精一杯よ。あんまり深いこと考えない方がいいわ。
なんかさ、いいのか？
I feel the best parts of the Kingdom Hearts franchise are the emotional beats between characters. You just gotta wade through all the frankly dumb plot stuff that sets them up. I can agree with that to an extent. Like, that is a big part of why I like 358 over 2 days so much. Because, like, the story between Roxas, Shion, and, Axel, and, like, the story of them, like, trying to maintain a friendship and having that torn away from them by basically being slaves to this organization that they don't really have a choice in being a part of. Like, that whole plot line really... I liked that. Don't really care so much about how it plays into the whole overarching Kingdom Hearts plot, though. Yeah, I agree with that as well. Hell, even as early as Kingdom Hearts 2, I was already starting to feel like Sora and the gang were acting more like caricatures of themselves than actually acting like the characters they were set up to be in the first game. I'll be honest, it was mostly Sora and Riku in Kingdom Hearts 2. I felt they felt very alien and fake to me. Kairi didn't bother me so much. Especially Riku, because, like, they even had to include that scene with him fighting like, they had to take that one scene from that concept trailer they put at the end of the first game and turn that into a fight scene between Riku and Roxas just to explain why Roxas's personality from the end of Chain of Memories and the personality he has at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2 are completely fucking
私は
different.
ユーナを守りたい誰にも文句は言わせない
そういうことだ。ガードに秩序は関係ない。
やむを得ませんな。
Kitty baby, you need to not jump up on my desk while I'm doing stuff. No, don't touch the microphone. Don't touch the microphone. You are going down. You're going down for a moment. I'm sorry. Okay. Get out of my way, old man.
来た来たユーナ様やっぱりご結婚なさるんですよね
Kitty issues? Yes. One of them wanted to jump up on my desk and be friends, and I was like, not now, baby.
嬉しく
Daddy's
ない
busy.
んですか
まあいろいろあるっすよ。あのさ、ユーナがどこにいるか知らないか。
ユーナ様は試練の前へ向かわれたようですシーモア老師とご一緒でした
5,000 gil.
ジスカル様ユーナ様のお荷物のスフィアが
NPC faces look stiff. Yeah, that's a... It's not just the NPC faces. The main character faces switch between looking really stiff and being really high poly. It's one of the ways that Square worked around the limitations of the PS2 at the time. They wanted to make sure that, like, the really important parts had all the detail, so they skimped on the detail on anything that was deemed not as important.
これがユーナを悩ませる原因だな。
It allowed them to pull off some really impressive stuff for the technology, since the PS2 was a very weak system. Like, even compared to the other consoles that were out at the time, graphically it was not that powerful. But Square was really on their optimization game because they wanted the important parts of the game to look really fucking good. And so they cut corners where they knew they needed to in order to make the things that they wanted to look really good look really good.
召喚士を利用しこのままではスピラに災いをもたらすものとなり果てるだろうわしは間もなく死ぬ我が子によって殺められ死ぬそれは受け入れよわしが不甲斐ないばかりにあやつは苦しみ歪んでしもうた
Like, I think the only PS2 games I can think of that really look better than what Square Enix was doing on the PS2 would probably be the Silent Hill games. But for the Silent Hill games, it was a little bit easier for them to pull that off, just because since it's a horror game with lots of really claustrophobic environments, there aren't as many, like, human characters with human faces on screen at a time, so they didn't have to have quite as many polygons to keep all these faces looking good, whereas like Square Enix was making RPGs, and you know, RPGs have lots of characters in really big environments, and that's just the name of the game. So they had to pick and choose which characters were going to be high poly and which characters were going to be little papercraft people. Yo, that man is drowning. I do like the aesthetic of the spheres as video devices. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Silent Hill made me lose sleep for a lifetime. Oh my god. My very first brush with the Silent Hill franchise was the demo for Silent Hill 4 on a demo disc, and that fucked me up. Like, that scared the shit out of me just playing the demo for it, and I did not touch the series for a long time because of it. Over the years I've gotten better with it, and honestly now, like, the PS2 Silent Hill games are some of my favorite games, but like, I do have to kind of limit when I play them to only like certain times when I'm in like a certain mood. Like, I have to be in a certain mood in order for it to not freak me the fuck out. Especially 4. 4 is the one that scares me the most. 2 and 3 don't really scare me all that much. I regret playing Silent Hill 2 at 3 a.m. Yeah. Nighttime is not a great time to play those games.
Yuna!
どうして
ジースカルのスピア見たぞ。
殺したな。それが何か。もしやユーナ殿もすでにご存知でしたか。ならばなぜ私のもとへ。
私は
Laura's nasty as hell. It's like, hey, yo, what the actual living fuck is this flesh thing? Yeah.
なるほど。
I love the plot of Silent Hill. At least the early games. That really fell off once Konami started whoring the game out to a bunch of different studios, but who would have guessed that the incredibly evil-looking guy who talks really evil and all the evil music plays when he's talking is evil?
残念です。なるほど。命を捨てても召喚師を守る誇り高きガードの魂、見事なものです。よろしい。ならばその命捨てていただこう。
シーモア老師、ガードは私の大切な同志です。その人たちに死ねというのなら、私も。
Ace Attorney did the same thing. It was so stupid. What did Ace Attorney do?
シーモア老師。
覚悟を決めなさい。
Seymour looks like he's ready to walk the runway. That's just Final Fantasy villains. Like, that's just all of them. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, because Acrylic's nails slay though. Yeah. See, when I was a kid, when I was a kid, we did not have things like Drag Race on TV. So I didn't really have the opportunity to like organically experience gay culture until I was an adult and could like go to clubs and stuff, and by that point I was already such like a like I'm a nerd, you know. That's not the kind of thing that I enjoy doing. I prefer, you know, hanging out in a small group and doing nerdy things. So like I didn't really have an organic window into the world of like drag and gay culture and stuff until like eventually stuff like, you know, Trixie and Katya doing their YouTube thing. And honestly, if it weren't for how incredibly flamboyant Final Fantasy villains have always been, I feel like that was kind of what helped me to be like, okay, I can understand the appeal of this, because like that was that was my connection to it, was being like, okay, yeah, everyone's just kind of dressed like a Final Fantasy villain. I can jive with that. Now what do I want to do? I don't really know what to do with the battle. What do I want to do? And we should probably have Auron out here. I got into gay culture after seeing a gay character in a literal TV skit thing called Trip Tank. I've never heard of that. Saw an animation of Sephiroth on a runway trying to show all the bitches up, then Aerith comes out and smacks him with a folding chair made after FF7R, obviously. Yeah, I don't play FF7R, but I do enjoy the folding chair. The folding chair does make me laugh a lot. What do I want to... Do I do this boss fight again? I forget. Yuna, do you have a new summon? Is that what this is about? Yes. Yeah, the characterization in FF7R of all of the extended universe Final Fantasy stuff, FF7R is definitely the best when it comes to characterization. Because, like, I hated the way the characters were presented in, what's it called? I did not like the way they were presented in Kingdom Hearts. I did not like the way they were presented in, what's it called? Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Final Fantasy VII-R really is the one that made me go, oh, okay, they do still remember how to depict these characters. I wish they would do it the right way more often. Speaking of fashion icons, yes. Every 3D Shiva has been a fashion icon, but especially the Final Fantasy X Shiva. Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy X Shiva are the two best Shivas. By far, hands down. No question. Seymour versus Shiva lip sync battle. I would say Shiva would probably win only because Seymour, as fabulous as he may be, his outfit does not lend itself well to choreography. So he would be very limited in that respect. If not for that, he might actually beat her. Type Og Shiva is kind of a guilty pleasure, not gonna lie. I don't think I remember what Type Og Shiva looks like, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm sure I like it though. I even like the Final Fantasy 13 Shiva, even as someone who does not like Final Fantasy 13. I don't like Final Fantasy 13. And I know one of the things that people always clown on about it is the Shiva design, but I actually think it's really cool. It sounds really stupid when you describe it, that it is two lesbians scissoring and they turn into a motorcycle. It does sound very dumb when you say it, but it looks cool. Nobody likes Final Fantasy 13. Unfortunately, I am finding that that's not quite the case anymore. I'm finding a lot of people these days are actually very adamant defenders of Final Fantasy 13. I am not a fan of Final Fantasy 13. I really did not like it. I will admit that there are things about it that I think are really nice. I think the visual presentation during the battles is really good. I hate the combat system itself. It's boring as tar, but it looks really nice. It looks very exciting. It looks very enthralling. So if you're not actually playing the game and you're just watching a Let's Play, it looks cool. It does not feel good to play, but it looks cool. The music is also good. Fight me. I might have to fight you on that. I did not like a lot of the music. But I'm also an Uematsu stan, so of course I wouldn't care for it. Trust me, I know a guy that'll summarize F13 in a more ghetto manner. He's also a fan too. Yeah. Like I said, FF13 definitely does have its supporters. Fists up. There are parts of the music I like. Like I like the do 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 motif that plays in a lot of the different songs in the game. I really like that. But shit, she's out of MP. She can't heal herself anymore. Shit, fuck balls. This might be the end of it. Oh no. Oh, this is goodbye. There she goes. We're not going to see her anymore for the rest of this battle. And we just kind of have to accept that. Anima is so cool looking. I'm such an edgelord and this shit appeals to me so much. Stop! She's already dead. I don't really have an opinion because I never played any of the 13 games, but I guess I was convinced from the opening scene of Lightning Returns, and I'm curious why Lightning is like a Reaper or what. I really like her Slay Queen. I'll have to look her up, but I can't right now because if I attempt to do literally anything other than play this game, it will shit itself in terror and just start pushing up for a long time. To answer the question about why Lightning is a Reaper in Final Fantasy 13-3, it's because 13 as a franchise really gets that, it really starts to feel like fan fiction after a certain point. Like, I already thought the story in the first game was dumb, and then it just keeps getting weirder and more nonsensical, and they just keep coming up with more and more just really stupid bullshit. It's not a great time. I suggest not playing Final Fantasy 13 or any of its spin-offs because It's disappointing and weird. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, now you're gonna ruin it. Oh, 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 oh. This might have worked out for us in the end. I have a high tolerance for dumb. Look, I know what you're thinking. I've been playing the Final Fantasy franchise since I was a kid. I think I have a high tolerance for dumb too. Final Fantasy 13 is still too much for me. Not gonna lie, that game story confuses me. The first Final Fantasy 13, the first story isn't too confusing. It has some dumb contrivances, and the naming scheme of Fal'Cie, L'Cie, and Seath is really dumb and makes it really a lot harder to keep up with than it should be. But, because they're trying to create a new mythology while making the story, it's really confusing. Yeah. It could have been done a lot better, because I think the mythology of the first 13 game is actually pretty good. They did a horrible job of explaining it, though. They just kind of just drop it on your lap, and they're like, okay, time for the actual game's plot to go.
気にすんな。先に手を出したのはシーモアだ。
なんとあなたたちが。
言うな。送ってやれ。
13.2 introduces time travel, and we all know how that ends up for the most part. Yeah, 13.2 is when the plot really goes off the rails. But the first game, it's more that they just sucked at telling the story. Like, the story could have been good. They just told it in a really clumsy, bad way. And also the game just isn't fun to play because the battles are boring, and the battles are literally the only thing you do because there's no NPCs to interact with and the world's just a hallway. And there's like no shops and no towns. It's like yes, the game we are playing right now is also very linear, but at least it actually has NPCs to interact with and stores and, you know, towns to visit and all this other stuff. And also the battles aren't completely boring as tar. BlazBlue is lit. I agree, BlazBlue is lit, even though I'm really bad at fighting games. But I love BlazBlue. And I know that it's technically pronounced BlazBlue, but I will pretty much always pronounce it BlazBlue because, I don't know, I'm an idiot. But, I do like BlazBlue, especially because of Bang Shishigami. He is a wonderful, beautiful, stupid man, and I want to marry him, and I love that his pants are very, very, very slutty. They make me happy. What do I do here? I forget. Let's see. I played Bang a little. He's weird. He is weird, but for someone like me who's not actually good at fighting games and just button mashes his way through, he's actually a pretty good fit for me because even though he's like a muscly character, he's still like speed oriented, so like button mashing actually kind of works for him. He's a weird stripper ninja. Well, yes, and that's exactly why I love him so much. I love his outfit, it's so dumb. I can't remember what I'm supposed to do in here. Am I supposed to... I think I need to get over here. Get that. But, you go back away. I know that you're definitely not supposed to be there. If you don't like the Final Fantasy 13 stuff, you're gonna flip to know that Sora completes his focus at the end of FF, or at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. I already know about the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3. Imagine a chubby dude wore his outfit, had his powers, and almost zero underwear. I mean, I would also enjoy that very much, yes. We need more chubby boys in stripper outfits. I am a firm believer of this. I guess it's time to just start sticking spheres in places and see what happens. Nothing? Cool. That was a thing. Good luck with that. Well, at least we can always rely on gay manga artists to draw more chubby boys. They sure like to draw those. Okay, I'll take you. And... oh! I remember all of what we're supposed to do now. Okay. You go in. And then... need you. No. I'm wrong. You go back there. Yes, that's right, Onyx. You do make very cute chubby boys, too. You drew a wonderful piece of me. I very much appreciated it. Let's take this one. And this one, I think, goes here? No? Where do you go? Oh, okay. I think I know what I do. There we go. Okay, now we just have that one more that we need to figure out. This one up here. This one over here. Now, where does this one attach at? Yeah. Oh, that's right. It goes right here, I think. So, technically, I did this wrong. Whoopsie. But I think I can fix it by doing this. And hope I didn't fuck that up too much. Please stop. Please don't keep going. Oh. I don't know how to fix this. Well, for starters, I know I need to take this sphere out of here. Wrong button. There we go. Yeah, I get that they're trying to like create this illusion of like, oh, we have to escape as quickly as possible because otherwise Seymour is gonna fuck us up. But like, it's not great. It's not great. It's not great. Okay, so we need to kill this one for a sec. Have to go. Bye, Baloo. Bye, Anthony. Have a wonderful time. Okay, how do we get this down there again without it sliding off into the nothingness? Gotta figure this out. Please don't fly off the edge. Please don't fly off the edge. Please don't fly off the edge. Please don't fly. God damn it. If I put this here, does it recreate the snow? Yes. Okay. Now I gotcha. Poor Titus. He would die. Okay. Now, okay. I know what we're doing now. No? Okay, fine. You stay there for just a moment. Okay, now. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now we take you. Since we no longer need the ice. And then now, you push this boy down that way. Now we go down there. And we put this boy in here. Okay. Now we go back. So realistic. This is exactly how things move. Now, put this one here. And we're done. Breath of the Wild could never. I know there's technically a way to do, like, all the other stuff. Why? Okay, let's do this again, I guess. Okay, so I accidentally just got the destruction sphere. I wasn't even trying to do that. But I guess that's a thing now. How do I get the other ice sphere back, though? 'Cause don't I still need that at some point? Oh well. We'll find our way, I suppose. Theoretically. Hopefully. Maybe. mean, I know the puzzle didn't become unsolvable, because I don't think any of the puzzles in this game can become unsolvable. I just don't remember what I'm supposed to do at this point. Because I've never really tried getting all the destruction spheres and doing all the other stuff in the temples. I've only ever just, you know, played through the base game and that's been it. So I'm just kind of doing some stuff and we're gonna see how this goes. Whee! Do I put it over here? Aha! No, I never did bother to get the Magus Sisters. I only ever watched one of my friends when we were kids, he got the Magus Sisters. I remember liking the Magus Sisters though. Okay, does this still work as an ice sphere though? Because if it doesn't, then I don't know how I'm gonna beat this level. What? Because there's only so many ice spheres. There's only 2 ice spheres now. What the fuck do I do? How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? I mean, there's no way to turn it back into an ice sphere, is there? I don't think so. What do I do then? How do I get out of here? Must be something to do with using the destruction sphere to find another ice sphere. Maybe. Like maybe if I put it in the original pedestal that I got the green one out of. What happens? Or that the other ice one came out of? What if I put it in here? Nothing. Awesome. Okay, you come with me. If I put it in here. Nothing. Cool. I know you're not going to do anything if I put you here, but what if I put you in here? Nothing. Rad. Okay. Need you out of there so I can try putting something else in there. Destruction sphere. What happens when I put you in there? This does not bode well. I'm trying to look at the guy, but man, my brain, it hurts. I can't blame you. Okay, so we have both of our ice spheres up here. So I know where they're at. What happens if I put the destruction sphere in here? Man, the destruction sphere just literally does not do anything. Except for the one thing, it's the one thing. Okay, this is a long shot. I have a feeling this is not going to do it. But what if I yeet the destruction sphere into the nothingness? Does it come back as an ice sphere when I use the thing to make the pillar return? It's a long shot. I don't think this is actually going to work. But let's see. Really, it's not gonna work. Yeah, it didn't work. Okay. Alright. Titus. Titus. I'm a frustrated man. I don't know what to do from this point. I'm a stupid little boy. And okay, you come. What happens if I put you up in that pedestal that the destruction sphere came out of? What about you? What do you do? Nothing? Awesome. Womp. I don't think you do anything. So you can just sit there and do nothing. The destruction sphere, assuming you also do nothing. Unless there's something else you destroy, but I can't find something else for you to destroy. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. I'm not stupid. There is still only that one ice pillar there. I know I did have it. I had the main thing finished. The problem is... Okay, I think I might know what to try. Okay. Alright, okay. I had the main puzzle solved. The problem was that I accidentally stepped on this thing, and stepping on this thing initiates the whole, you know, let's get the other sphere issue. Yeah, okay, I figured it out. There we go. Okay. Problem solved. Crisis averted. Alright, I got my 3 ice spheres back. Okay. We can do this. I just gotta put all the pieces back in place. I would like to get the Magus Sisters and Anima, just because I've never gotten them before, but I feel like it's a lot of work, and honestly, I want to get to FF10-2 more than anything. I like this game, but I like FF10-2 even more. Oh no, if I'm genuinely stuck and trying really hard to figure out what I'm supposed to do and I just can't figure it out, backseat if you need to, because I don't want people to just sit here and watch me do nothing forever. Same thing as saying, I like FF10, but I'm gay. So, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Even though, I feel like even if I wasn't gay, the fact is I just like the combat in FF10-2 better. FF10-2 has my favorite combat system of any Final Fantasy game. The fact that, like, from FF11 onward, they never used the Final Fantasy X-2 battle system ever again is a crime against humanity, and I will never forgive them for it. Hold that cute chubby boy's hand through the puzzle. I'll go first. Thank you. I'm stupid sometimes.
申し開きの機会をくれ。
他の老師たちへは私が報告しておきましょう。
というと、
シーモア様はエボンの老師である前にグワードの族長ですから。
やるってことっすか。
ここから無事に返してしまってはシーモア様が許しますまい。
待ってよ。ほら、あのスフィアを見れば分かってくれるよ。
これですかな。グワードの問題はグワードが解決します。
どけ！走れ！
Yeah, I like action games, but it's a shame that the RPG series stopped being RPG. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel as not only a fan of RPGs, but specifically a fan of Final Fantasy as a series of RPGs, because it was the series that got me into RPGs. Like, I don't have anything against action games. There's a lot of action games I do like, but I miss when Final Fantasy was a series of RPGs, because that's what it was when I got into it. It was what got me into RPGs, and it just feels unnatural for Final Fantasy to not really be traditional RPGs anymore. Yeah, it's like they transitioned into the MMO style, and then they transitioned into just straight up action RPGs, and it's just, For someone like me who really got into the old-fashioned JRPGs because of Final Fantasy, it feels very unnatural. At least there's still Dragon Quest to promote turn-based. Yes, Dragon Quest XI is fantastic. I love that game. I do want to do a Let's Play of that game because that game is fantastic. I also want to play Yakuza Like a Dragon. Unfortunately, the game industry became saturated like the music industry. True, but I feel like more than anything, the issue with Final Fantasy specifically is just that they kept trying to push it to be a franchise for everyone, just because like the series was getting a lot of attention for like pushing boundaries that other franchises weren't. And there were people who weren't fans of RPGs being like, oh, we're so jealous because like this game has like these amazing facial animations that we don't have in our games and all this stuff. And man, if only it wasn't an RPG, and if only it wasn't so boring and turn-based and stuff. And unfortunately, Square started appealing to those people because they wanted the franchise to sell as many copies as they could. I forget how to make this guy not heal himself. He doesn't have a weakness. Let's see how much damage magic does to him. Okay, hopefully this should kill him. There we go. Kinda excited for Live Alive. I'm very excited for Live Alive. I've always been interested in that franchise, but I never played it. Like how for a few years and even now, every action game needs to be a Souls-like. Yeah. I can understand the frustration with that as well. Even as, like, I've never played any of the Souls-like games, so I don't have any super attachment to them. And it is kind of shitty that people treat them like, oh, that's just the default now. That's just what any action RPG is. Yeah, I'm really excited for Live Alive. I was incredibly surprised by that announcement. I never thought that we would see a localization of Live Alive. And that's why Bayonetta 3 is going to slice so hard. I am excited for Bayonetta 3, even if I am one of those posers who has to play the game on like baby easy mode just to get through it because I'm not actually good at action RPGs. I don't own a Switch, but it makes me happy knowing it exists.
そこまでだ。
Switches are nice. It's nice having a console that's like basically as powerful as a modern like home console, but that you can just play while laying in your bed. It's really nice. You know what, Riku? I keep not using you, and I need to level you up more, so please steal some things. Kinda makes me have hope for these rumors about an HD 2D version of Chrono Trigger. God, yeah. That would be amazing if that ended up being true. I wouldn't say it's as powerful. No, you're right. It's not actually as powerful as the modern game consoles, but it's powerful enough that I honestly don't think it matters. Because, like, they did have to dumb down the graphics of Dragon Quest XI a little bit for the Switch, but honestly, it's such a negligible difference between the two that it doesn't really matter. And apparently the same thing with what's it called? Apparently they're putting TriStar on Switch, and it's the same thing. They have to dumb down the graphics a little bit to make it work on the Switch, but it's only really noticeable if you like put the two of them next to each other. If you don't have like the two versions of the game sitting next to each other, it's not really noticeable that the graphics are any different. I'm at the point where if I'm not playing it on Switch, I'm playing it on PC, and if I can't play it on PC, then I guess I'm just not playing it. I don't really buy very many consoles anymore these days. God damn it. Yuna. Because, like, I realize that the other consoles are more powerful than the Switch, but it's reached the point where I don't care at all. Like, I don't feel like the difference in graphical quality is enough for me to actually give a shit. Where I live, buying any new console is peak luxury. Yeah, I've made a couple friends recently who have told me that they have similar experiences where they live. And honestly, like, even living in America, like, they're still expensive. It's just, they're easier to come by and they're not quite as overpriced as they are in some other countries. But they are still really expensive, and I've just come to the point where I'm like, you know what, I'll just have a gaming PC. Consoles suck to buy, especially right now, ranging from like 500. Yeah. There we go. That's why I've just kind of concluded that, like, if I want to have a gaming PC anyway, which I do want to have a gaming PC, also hello. Like, I do want to have a gaming PC, not just for gaming, but also for just, like, using it for all kinds of shit. Which, like, obviously in order to do streaming like this, you have to have a pretty decent PC. So I just kind of figured if I want to have a gaming PC like that, then I might as well just have that instead of buying all these consoles. So, like, a console that I can play portable, like the Switch, that's really the only kind of console that has much of an appeal to me, you know? Because, like, other than that, you know, consoles don't really offer anything that a PC can't beat them at this point. It used to be that they were more convenient and they weren't as expensive, but it's reached the point where that's not really the case anymore. Yeah, he one-shotted Shiva and he one-shotted Ixion, but at least I was able to use them to kill his backup, because his backup is really what makes him hard. Pretty sure the launch price for the PS5 was around 10,000 bucks for me. Yeah, that's what I have a friend who I don't think he lives in the same area. Yeah, no, he lives in the Philippines, and he said that it's basically the same thing over there, where game consoles are just super expensive. And I've heard the same thing about Brazil. I don't know a ton about anywhere else. I just know that those two places in particular, game consoles tend to be very pricey. Just saw a bug go across my bed, panic. Yeah, that's how I am too. Anytime I see a bug, I'm immediately like, shit, it's here. I have to kill it or else it's gonna continue to be here. Do any of my characters have Dispel? I don't think any of my characters have Dispel. Especially a Centipede. Yeah, fuck those guys. Those guys are assholes. Yuna, do you have Dispel? I'm assuming it's still called Dispel in the Japanese version. Might not be. It doesn't appear you have it anyway. You're an asshole. The only bugs or insects that scare me are like spiders or scorpions, and I think those are justified. I'm gonna be honest, spiders don't scare me as much as other bugs. And I think it's because most of the time, like maybe it's different in different places, but at least in the areas where I live, spiders mostly want to stick to their own little corner and just eat other bugs. And I'm like, cool, you can do that, because that doesn't bother me. I'd rather you do that than be in my face. Scorpions, they're terrifying looking, and I've never had to actually, I've never had to interact with one before, so I have no idea how I would even respond if I ever saw a scorpion. Probably shit myself to death is what I would assume would probably happen. But scorpions, I definitely get you on there. They're terrifying, and from my understanding, they're poisonous. I don't know how bad the poison is, but I also don't really want to find out. I don't feel like fucking around and finding out. So I'd prefer to stay as far away from scorpions as possible. Whee! I love that little spin it does at the beginning. Oh my god. Thank you, Riku, for that fucking overdrive. You just made it so easy to cheese this battle. Scorpions do scare me at first sight, but do end up unliving them after I catch my breath. I would... Oh my god. I'm assuming this means that they're a commonplace where you live. Because, honestly, if I had to live in a place where scorpions were a thing, I would probably shit myself to death a whole lot. I would just be in constant fear.
エボンの賜物、エボンの教えに従う人ならこんな言い方をしたんだろうな。みんな一緒だし無事だった。先のことを考えると
Scorpions are curb stomp.
痛かったけどさ。
Not gonna lie, Aeons as shields is a viable option or a viable strategy. It is. I use them constantly like that. Yeah. I remember finding a tarantula and I panicked through a brick I had. Jesus. That's terrifying. I don't think they have tarantulas where I live either. I've never seen one in the wild. I've only ever seen tarantulas at like pet shops and stuff. They'll have like tarantulas that have had like the venom like part of them taken out so that you can have them as a pet and they can't hurt you. Which, like, I feel like just don't have a tarantula in your house, maybe. Bio. I do want bio. So we're gonna get bio. But yeah, where I live, thankfully, we don't have scorpions, and the only spiders we have are pretty chill. They just kind of want to hang out in corners and eat bugs. It was my friend's pet tarantula. Oh no. Oh dear. That's not good. Yeah, as much as I hate having to deal with the existence of winter, speaking of which, it was snowing yesterday and it's almost April, so clearly I live in hell. But one of the good things about living in an area where winter happens is that the bugs can only get so big because they don't get to stay active all year round. They have to hibernate at some point. And so that is one of the good things about living in an area where winter happens, is it prevents the bugs from getting too big. I don't think I have level 2 key spheres. No. So. It's only raining now in Chicago, so that rain sound is amazing, but bugs OMFG. I wish it had only rained. I got out of work in the morning and I went outside and I saw that there was snow and I was like, what fucking hell, like what horrid thing happened to cause it to snow when it's it's pretty much spring at this point and it's fucking snowing. What did I do to deserve this? Because nothing I have done could possibly justify snow at this time of year. Yeah, global warming. It's sure is a fun time, huh? Okay, actually, you know what? I should make my Aeons stronger. Is this the option? I think that's equipment. Yeah, this is Aeon. Boy, that's probably the thing for making them stronger. Blind attack, power attack. Okay, so if I want it to learn Cure and Cura, I need to get some high potions and some X potions. The more elemental ones don't really need to learn. Like, what the hell would you even do with Rays? I can, like, when I summon you, Shiva, you are the only person in battle. What the fuck purpose would you even have for that ability? So, like, some of these are kind of dumb, but since Valifor can't heal itself with black magic, I do need to actually teach Valifor how to use Cure and Cura, at the very least. For me, it's the sheer number. Like, at my job, I have to clean and build. I have to clean a building, and it's kind of out in the country. A lot of critters like crickets and June bugs gather at all the door. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can feel the hymn of the faith coming. I can feel it in my balls. I remember that happened, and then the next day it was 90. Apparently spraying the building's parameters to prevent pests isn't in the budget. That's a shame. Yeah. Unfortunately, At my job, I do have to deal with a lot of gross bugs and shit during the summer, but thankfully during the wintry parts of the year, they're all dead. So
湖の氷の下よね。ほら、あれ、マカラーニャ寺院の底よ。ずいぶん落ちたわね。
さて、どうしたものかな。
I was gonna say crickets were common here, but I can't remember the last time I heard them.
考えるって感じだよな。いい年なんだし、みんな頼りにしてるんだしさ。
I know they're common around here, even though I don't hear them very often, but the reason I don't hear them very often is because I just don't spend as much time outside as I used to when I was a kid. Because, you know, when you're a kid, your parents kind of make you go outside whether you want to or not.
説教っすか。
助言だ。
そんなに落ち込むなよ。
That's right, Waka.
悪いのはシーモアだ
The
ろ。
religion that you built your entire life around is a lie and a farce, and it promotes racism, and it's awful.
教えを守って暮らしてきた。それなのに今じゃ反逆者だぞ。どうしてこんなことになっちまったんだ。くそ。
Winter is fun because I get to look like a lumberjack bear with a hat. See, that sounds very appealing. I would like to see that very much. Mosquitoes are common at night by beaches and water, especially paired with gnats. I would book it home when that happens. Yeah. Mosquitoes drive me up the fucking wall. Yuna. 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 Yuna, wake up. Yuna. Yuna. Yuna, I'm literally walking on top of you. Yuna, wake up. Wake up, Yuna.
ユーナはすぐに目覚める。決まりにはわかる。
Anyway, I have to do stuff. I'll catch the rest on the VOD. Bye bye, Baloo. Bye bye. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be.
追っ手の姿は見えない。
I'm just trying to get the treasure chest, my dude. Get out of my way.
追っ手の姿は見えない。
Waka, it's time to write your twit longer.
姿は見えない。
I want to apologize to everyone. I didn't realize that supporting Yevon was a horrible
ばっかは見たと
religion.
きつそうだな。
I didn't realize how racist I was being.
いつもと変わらない。
なんかかっこいいよね。大人って感じだし。まあ私もあと5、6年ってとこかな。
なあ、決まり。どうやってこっから出ようか。
話そらすな。
よじ登るしかない。
決まりも。
I used to go outside when I was a kid, but then I tried curling up like Sonic and hit my head on the ground, so I stopped.
ルールみたいになりたかったら努力せいってことだろ。
Unfortunately, we can't all be as cool as Sonic the Hedgehog.
リュックはリュックのままでいい。
あ、無駄な努力するなってこと。決まり。
お前らよく笑ってられんな。
You are all literally fighting right on top of Yuna. I don't want to get mugged, so I don't go out much in Chicago. That is unfortunately the state of things living in a big city in the United States. It's a shame.
結婚はその引き換え。
必要ならそうしようと思った。
It would be nice if our crime rates could be more like those of Japan,
シーモア
but
はなんて言ってたんだ。
何も答えてもらえなかった。結局私のやったことって何だったんだろうな。もし最初からみんなに相談していたら。
もういい。しなかったことの話など時間の無駄だ。
そんな言い方しなくてもいいのに。
ユーナの後悔を聞けば満足するのか。
そんな言い方しなくてもいいのに。
決めねばならんのは今後の身の振り方だ。旅は続けるんだ。
はい。でも ジーンの許可
Yuna's like, I could be dying and they couldn't even.
召喚師を育てるのは祈り神の接触だ。
Yuna's life is harder than anyone else's, and yes, I'm including starving children in Africa, so don't ask.
ジーンに敵対しても構わんぞ。
すっごいこと言うな。
アーロンさん。
俺は反対だ。俺たちは犯した罪を償わなくちゃならねえ。確かにシーモア老師のことはあまり好きじゃなかった。なあ、未編セッションの時から気に入らねえと思ってたよ。ジスカル様を殺したのはもちろん許せねえし、それからあれだ、俺たちを殺そうともした。けどな。
それでもやはり罪は罪。裁きを受けるべきです。
ベベルへ行こう。聖ベベル級のマイカ老師に事情を説明しよう。それしかないと思う。
そのつもりだ。
アーロンさん、
話はついたようだな。
一緒に来てくれますか？
She almost died getting her first Aeon to those stairs.
そうそう。大抵アーロンが話をややこしくするんだよな。
She is a mage. They're not particularly physically strong.
ついてこいと言った覚えは。
They also have a bad habit of dressing in ways that probably put them in a lot more harm's way than if they had dressed more practically. Hence Lulu's whole thing. But I guess when you're casting lightning down from the sky, you don't have to worry about physical dexterity all that much.
単純っちゅうかずぶといっちゅうか。
あんたはカリカリしすぎ。歌でも聞いて気を静めたら。
Plus, the way Lulu dresses may be completely impractical, but we all know she looks really good doing it.
ジーンから聞こえるのか。
I may not be sexually attracted to women, but I still know what a sexy woman looks like. Okay, now everyone get out of my way so I can have these treasure chests. Woohoo! Level 2 key spheres! Avenger... That's probably a piece of equipment.
この歌、ジェクトも歌っていたな。
ああ。
Lulu is iconic with those belts. Too bad she picked Waka. Okay, we've had this conversation in previous chats, but I can't, like, I realize that Waka starts out as a racist and an overly religious bigot, but he gets better by the end of the story, and god damn it, he's got some nice titties, so I'm going to forgive him.
お前の歌を聴くたびにスピラのことを思い出した。
そっか。あんたスピラからザナルカンドに渡ったんだよな。やっぱり心細かったのか。
I won't blame her. Leg day does give stairs above. Yeah, honestly, anytime anytime I have to do anything that even remotely works out my legs, I'm just like, well, I should probably just die at this point because I can't move.
そうだよな。決定的だった。ザナルカンドとスピラをつないでいるのはシンだから、シンを倒したらザナルカンドへは帰れない。
あれ？
歌が終わったみたいね。
なんかいるんじゃねえか？
No, not again. God damn it. It must just be if I play the game for too long, then the FMVs start fucking up.
シン！毒気に気をつけて。
この時だった。シンは親父なんだってこと、初めて素直に
Titus is not the best singer.
入れることができたんだ。歌聞いてたんだろう。
Well, I guess it's a good thing that I was already planning on cutting off pretty soon, now that I know that we've officially reached the point where the game doesn't want to play FMVs properly anymore. From what I understand, it's because the game is hard locked to 32-bit. It can't run in 64-bit, and because of that, it only has access to so much memory, and so after a certain point, if you're like gaming and streaming and doing a whole bunch of other shit, then like the FMVs just don't want to play properly. From the research that I've done to try to figure out why things were going wrong the first time, that seems to be what's going on. So I don't think there's really anything I can do to work around it other than trying to limit the streams to like less than 2 hours to try to prevent that from happening in the future, because it really only seems to be if I start streaming for longer than like an hour and a half if any FMVs come up toward the end of the stream, it doesn't want to play them anymore.
分かったよ。終わらせたいんだよな。俺がなんとかして。
So that's why we all got cheated out of seeing Titus, or not Titus, but Orin's armpit in the Blitzball part of the story. It's a weird issue. Apparently, it's just, it comes with the territory with games that are locked at 32-bit. There doesn't really seem to be a way to work around it, unfortunately. So, on that note, I will be taking a day. I'm gonna try to have the schedule for next week uploaded by tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled on the Twitter for that. It'll probably be Wednesday night and Thursday night, aka Thursday morning, Friday morning streams is what I'm probably going to be doing. So, but keep an eye on the Twitter. That's when the schedule will be up. Or that's where the schedule will be. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.